Well, hello, I'm Alex.
And I'm Nicholas.
This is Doctor Who on
the Twin Review. Wow, what an episode. What was that called? Extremis?
Yes,
Extremis?
by Stephen Moffat.
Yeah, Stephen Moffat's still showing up, doing a little bit of writing of episodes. Yeah?
Well, I'm guessing that he's helped write some episodes and has helped finish out this season.
And then he'll be stepping down?
That's what I'm guessing. That's why it's taken so long for them to get back to us when they did. What did you like about the episode?
Well, first of all, before we get started, I have to say something.
No.
Hmm?
So, no.
You were right, you were right, you were really, really right. You were right, and it gives me a fright.
I didn't know he was planning this. I'm not sure why he's doing this, but I am. I am right. I know you all probably noticed by now.
You were right, you were right, you were really, really right. You were right, and it gives me a fright.
But yes, as you all know by now.
Get back in frame. It was Missy!
Yes, it was Missy. As you all know by now, it was Missy. We're just now figuring it out, kind of. I knew it all
He
along.
figured it out a long time ago. I was like, nah, it's gonna be some big dragon creature like a doctor's pet.
No.
That's what I well, we know that now.
Well, because I picked up on it early on that it didn't feel like, because he was talking to feel like a friend, and with my thinking on how Doctor is like Sherlock Holmes and his mistress is like Moriarty, it just makes so much sense.
You figured it out right away because of the Gallifreyan symbols on the door, and you were like, well, it has to be Gallifreyan, so it has to be the Missy, the mistress,
Yeah.
the master.
One thing in the very beginning that caught me off guard was when they were starting the whole execution thing with Missy. And they're saying that it was going to stop her 2 hearts and her 3 brain stems.
I caught that too. So the Doctor has 3 brain stems. Time Lords have 3 brain stems.
That's ridiculous.
And I wonder if maybe that also helps explain why he was able to survive in the previous episode, Oxygen, like outside in space. I don't know if that might have something to do with it, but like...
I guess because he's super smart, I guess, with the 3 brain stems. I don't know. I mean, he is super smart, but...
More than one connection to the brain, you know? Whole central nervous system has multiple ways of surviving, I guess. But either way,
he's nailed.
This episode had so many shockers to it.
Yes.
The biggest one that really made my heart sink was finding out, and let me just go back a moment before I even say what I was about to say, because I was really excited about Nardole. Did I say that right? Finally, again.
Yes. Hey, we got there.
Hey. It's taking longer than usual. But I really liked in the moment after they've gotten to the library and Bill and Nardole were separated from the Doctor, and Nardole really was coming out to be, I mean, as clever as the Doctor. He was figuring things out, he was making realizations, to the point of being like, I hope I'm not right about this. And then he disintegrated because he wasn't real. And I was like, what? No! No!
But I don't think it's the last we're going to see of Nardole.
No, well, clearly it's not. The entire episode there was a simulation.
Right.
From the moment the Doctor sat down at the beginning and received an email, as soon as he was receiving the email, everything else we saw was pure simulation.
Because that was the recording of everything, basically.
Right, because what he had said, the demon creature in the simulation, was that everyone had been simulated, even to the point of, actually I guess I don't know if it was the demon creature, but someone along there so that everyone had been simulated, even to the point of being smart enough to realize that they were simulations themselves. So, well, I mean, it kind of says a whole heck of a lot about Bill, but Bill is kind of flighty, a little bit out there, and not really focusing on a lot of things, just kind of along there for the ride. The Doctor is incredibly intelligent, but Nardole is also incredibly intelligent. He was able to realize himself that he was a simulation without even reading the text.
Yeah.
So that intelligence is a simulated intelligence based on his actual intelligence in the real world. So Nardole is still real. Yay!
Yay!
Favorite character, but he's also insanely clever.
Yeah.
He maybe.
I mean, there's still some like shortcomings he has where he's like, he doesn't fully get some things, but he's still really intelligent.
Oh yeah. He's able to, I mean, I guess when he's really trying to figure something out, when he focuses, he can really...
Yeah, because I like those point there where it's like, Nardole, he's a priest, a babysitter, and a badass.
That was my favorite moment when she was like, Nardole, are you secretly a badass? Well, of course, baby doll. Or what are you saying?
No, there is no secret.
Oh yeah, it's no secret, baby doll. And then instantly he's like super badass to screeching girl terrified by what he saw. It's no secret, baby doll. We had closed captioning on it. Actually said it had the ah and then whimpers.
But I did like the part where when the priest came out, the Pope came out of Bill's room and starts speaking Italian, and she was with her date Penny, and she's like, "It's the Pope." She goes in, and all these priests are standing there. She comes out, it's like, "I'm gonna have a very crossword or
something like that." But I thought it was funny. That whole scene was very cleverly done, especially to even the degree of what they were saying and the way that was played up with the whole context of the religious aspect, the religious theme of the episode. And she's there with her date, and I guess her date is nervous because they're alone, and so I'm assuming an expectation for some sort of sexual encounter there, and she's like all nervous, and she's like, "Oh, there's no reason to feel guilty about it." The Pope shows up.
Yeah, of course, with the whole bisexual thing is like,
that's gonna ruin the moment.
Yeah. I kind of liked her quip. It's like, "You're all going to hell," and the one priest is just like, "What?"
I probably didn't understand what she was saying. You probably spoke Italian too, right?
No, the one guy did speak English.
Oh, well, okay.
But I thought that was pretty funny. And we learn at the execution site that Nardole was actually sent by River to look after the doctor. He had permission to kick the doctor's ass, basically.
Yeah. So I still wonder if we're going to see River Song in a flashback of the Doctor. If the Doctor's going to have memories, and we're going to see River Song is just in a flashback. I don't think that she's completely gone from the series. I think we'll see her face again.
Yeah, I mean, with this episode, that's definitely it's more likely we could see at least a flashback of River Song, because the journal's back. Because in the timeline, before we see
back in the silence of the library.
Yeah, that Tennant leaves the journal in the library
after they leave.
Yeah. So then, why would Nardole and or both Nardole and the Doctor have that journal back? So there's something still important with that journal.
So let's see. So where in that timeline, River Song would still have her journal because she has it with her when they arrive at
Beryllium.
No, I'm talking about the library. The library.
Oh.
The end of River Song. So when she left Beryllium, I guess she did a couple adventures and went straight to the library somewhere in there. But when she left, how did Nardole, how did Nardole get the journal, the diary in the first place? Because River Song would have taken it with her to the library. And it was left at the library. But she would have had to been the one to give it to Nardole. But Nardole did say your late wife, meaning that she'd already gone to the library. So maybe...
No, I think technically he said your missus wouldn't have liked that.
Yeah, but he said your late wife gave me permission to kick your ass.
Oh, okay.
See, some of that's not making sense in the context and the timeline of how he would have gotten the diary, unless it was something along the lines of she knew she was going to die at some point soon, and basically said, when I do, carry out this promise for me.
Actually, I was thinking because the Doctor, because there was two journals, River Songs and the Doctor's.
They had two journals?
Yes, there was two journals, River Songs and the Doctor's.
Were they both blue books? Either way, that journal was River Songs.
Right, never mind. I don't know.
So maybe there's a little bit of not making sense as far as how they would have gotten the journal, but I guess they're assuming that most people look past that. Because, it's multiple seasons later, so people won't think. They're suspecting that people won't be sitting next to each other, recording a video, reviewing all the analytical bits of Doctor Who, and picking up on these things.
I'm sure the other YouTubers out there who are doing the same thing.
Oh yeah, they are. They have many more views than us. I've looked.
Anything else that you picked up on?
Just that we now know who he had the oath to, and of course he pulled a classic Doctor in finding a loophole to do what he wanted within the confines of what everyone else was expecting him to do. But not only that, the Sonic glasses, they found a way to bring the Sonic sunglasses back into play.
Oh, yeah.
They came, we were like, oh, that's silly, the Sonic sunglasses is just a silly thing, and we were kind of all happy to see them go, I guess. I mean, we were like, oh, that was cool, but the Sonic screwdriver is really where it's at. But now he's blind, he needs these Sonic glasses to kind of have some sort of echolocation to at least see shapes and dimensions, I guess, to some degree of things in front of him.
So he now has Sonic sonar sunglasses.
But now he has them back, and because his screwdriver was destroyed in the previous episode of Oxygen...
But he did have another one in this episode, too.
Okay. But now, the Sonic sunglasses are back.
They have a new purpose now.
I did like how he's still blind. I was concerned when he started fixing his eyes, and I was like, why didn't he do that earlier? It's like, oh, because they only give him a couple of minutes. But now we have a new thing that we have to look out for. It's gonna cost him something. What is it gonna cost him? So there's something to look out for the future. What is it going to cost him?
I mean, we know at this point that it won't cost him his regeneration powers.
How do we know that?
Because in, I guess, the tabloids or whatever you want to call them, is that he's going to be regenerating at the end of the season.
Okay.
So, by that deduction, he doesn't lose his regenerating powers.
I had a funny thought. It's absolutely wrong, but I was like, oh, what if what it cost him is his ability to change when he regenerates? It's not actually Peter Capaldi's last season because he regenerates into another Peter Capaldi. But that's no, that's not the case.
No. So, it's curious to see what he will have to lose.
Let us know in the comments below which you think he's going to lose, when you think he's going to lose it, how long is he going to be blind? And I think I was right to some degree. I have a theory that I was right from my last episode. He's going to call on the help of his friend Missy.
Oh, yes.
Ha ha! Gotta get my guitar. Just kidding. We were both right. We were both right. We were both right.
You should not be singing in every episode.
We were both right. We were both right.
I like the part where you should never assume makes an ass out of you. Not me, but you.
Well, the quote, just to clarify, is just it makes an ass out of you. But the Doctor wouldn't say you and me because the Doctor's not an ass. So, what surprised me though with the episode, actually, when we saw that they were the portals, they were creating these simulations, I thought it was going to take a step deeper and say that there was an alien, alien race controlling the governments and the high religious sectors of the world. So it caught me off, like that was my theory in the moment, and then we realized, oh, it's a simulation to see, alright, if we invade, what's the best way to invade? They've watched people die again and again and again, they've run the simulation multiple times, but something very important with the last simulation here, they realized that the Doctor won't be stopped. So, what does that mean? I don't know.
Projectors, or portals, it made me think of, well, the game Portal. You gotta be thinking with portals now. I like how with this episode it kind of pulls on the thought strings of this world of simulation. You know, what's there to live for in this life? It's not real. You know, there's many people who think that way. I don't, and that's okay. I guess it goes all into. Well, there was a religious aspect of it, is that religious people think that there is a purpose for why we're here. Other people who are more scientific think that it's all science. So it's interesting. This episode, it's very interesting. I like it.
And it also surprises me too that with that comparison of the Doctor said what would make particle physicists and priests fear for their lives. And you said while we were watching the episode that you thought maybe it was an epidemic of some sort of disease that was going to end up killing everyone, which,
or end of the world kind of thing.
End of the world kind of thing, yeah. But like the sciencey disease thing that would scare particle physicists, I guess, and priests as well. I don't know. Anyway, I think we're gonna continue on and see what happens next, and see where this is going to. Yeah. So thank you for watching. We'll see you all in a bit.
Yep.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. The shadow test! Paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, for real.
No, the shadow test is numbers. Remember?
On the count of 3, we're gonna pick a number. 1, 2, 3, 7! That was close.
What? Well, hello, this is Doctor Who. I'm Alex.
Start again.